Daughter, I wish you a lot of luck. I hereby grant you a full and complete pardon.
Have you ever wondered why the president has unlimited power to pardon criminals with almost no way of limiting it?
Blackstone had written that the English king or queen had this power mainly to the purpose of the power was to grant mercy to defendants who were convicted of crimes, but who may, for whatever reason, it may be an understandable like situation. Maybe it was, a spur of the moment decision that somebody made and the crown doesn't want the rest of their life to be ruined. It might be it's a capital crime where a person could be put to death for it, and so the king or queen could use that power to commute that sentence down to just time served in prison or something like that.
Looking at present times, we have seen many cases that have proved their fears right. As recently, presidential pardons are almost synonymous with corruption. In this video, we will explore how the presidential pardon power is used and if it is applied in a fair and just manner.
So this is January 6th. These are the hostages. Approximately 1,500 for a pardon. Yes. Full pardon. They're expecting it.
One notorious series of pardons is the January 6th pardons, which included the full pardon by President Trump of about 1,500 individuals accused of participating in a riot at the Capitol. During the riots, 5 people were killed and countless more sent to the hospital due to injury.
I'm extremely proud of my son, Hunter. He has overcome an addiction. He's one of the brightest, most decent men I know, and I am satisfied that I'm not going to do anything. I said I abide by the jury decision, and I will do that, and I will not pardon him.
In addition, President Joe Biden pardoned his own son Hunter Biden, who faced gun charges as well as charges of tax evasion worth $1.4 million. Critics use this as an example to show how pardons can be misused. It is an abuse of power, as pardons were intended to serve the public people and not serve a personal interest, like keeping your son out of jail. Although the pardons were legal, these scenarios are things that the framers of the Constitution would have likely condemned. Presidential pardons are still necessary because they can be used to correct injustice in the courts and promote unity in the country. President Abraham Lincoln and President Andrew Johnson used pardons in an ethical way by pardoning a majority of Confederate soldiers. During the Civil War, Confederate soldiers were charged with treason, but President Lincoln offered pardons to all soldiers who took an oath of allegiance and accepted the abolition of slavery. As shown in this scenario, pardons can be used in a beneficial way, like bringing the country together and moving forward, instead of being resentful about past actions. The Founding Fathers would agree with this use of the pardon power.
So it can go either way depending on how it's used. But normally the way it's used, it's either verging on corruption or it's actual corruption, which I don't. I think that is an abuse of the power that probably needs to be resolved.
The original intent of the presidential pardon was to provide a tool to correct injustice and show mercy. In contrast, the modern examples can show how presidents use the power for personal interest instead of catering to the public opinion. In conclusion, the president uses king-like powers to serve their own interests instead of others. It defeats the purpose that power comes from the people and not just one person.